Hello everyone and welcome back to Pokemon FireRed, the Pokemon FireRed playthrough with Recon 64. So, last episode we did some of the stuff up above and we're going to continue. But first we're going to head to Route 4 as you can see, and we're going to run here. I think there's a Pokemon in here we can get, which is Ekans. So that'll be another Pokemon up to that requirement we need. So I'm gonna run in this long grass. Hopefully, there he is. There she is. There's an Ekans. So, my joke was gonna be before I ran into Ekans was don't go into the long grass. Not into the long grass. But yeah, I've never used poison type before, and I don't think we're like I said, I have a team planned out, so I don't think we're gonna be using Ekans. However, so if these videos do get a lot of views and a lot of likes, I have ideas to do other things with the different series. So first up, we're gonna be I probably said this in a previous video, but first up, what my goal is to play through all of these in the vanilla context, I call it, is where Pokemon faint, I revive them, I can use all sorts of healing items, I can use whatever Pokemon I want, etc. Some ideas I have for the future: once we get all the way up to Scarlet, we'll do some Nuzlockes. Before then, we'll probably go back and do some Nuzlockes, but I want to get to a good point of where we've played a lot of these games through vanilla. And then other things, you're going to see Bill for Sweet Battle. Other things I've planned is what I call a choose my Pokemon. So I've seen a lot of YouTubers do this before, and I had this idea in the past. Not saying that I've never brought it forward, no one's stolen it. The YouTubers themselves have come up with it on their own, but I've always thought it'd be cool to ask my friends, family, or subscribers and watchers to choose my Pokemon. So, example, I will use a way to get Pokemon in-game, and basically I'll use a Master Ball to catch them, but for every route I'll have a different Pokemon. However, I can't choose that Pokemon, it is chosen by an audience, a family member, etc. Then, once I have all the Pokemon, I will then ask everyone who, like, every Pokemon I have in the PC, I'll be like, okay, of these Pokemon, who's my 6 members? You guys will choose those 6 members, and I will be stuck trying to get them to level up. And so, example, let's say, for this, hang on. Yeah, we're gonna heal. We're gonna heal up some Pokemon. As you can see, I haven't sold that Nugget yet because it's right after Part 7. But yeah. So, like I said, so, example, for starter Pokemon, right, what I would do is I would select the starter, but I would never use it, and then I would be like, okay, random people, tell me what Pokemon, any Pokemon that's in these, let's say I did this game, tell me, or, well, I wouldn't do this game because I've tried it before, and you can't evolve Pokemon in generations 2 or 3 until you beat the game, so that would be an unfun thing, and I don't know how to fix that. So if someone does and they can like help me, please do. But like I'd be like, okay, hey, we're gonna play Pokemon Soul Silver. That's gonna be our next playthrough. I might be cranking out some videos of that soon, but we gotta beat this first. So maybe in the next week or 2. It depends on how long it takes us to beat this, but should be up there before around August. But anyways, let's say we play Pokemon Silver. So I would be like, okay, for gens 1 through 4, tell me Pokemon, and I would say my only rule would be non-legendary Pokemon, because legendary Pokemon, in my opinion, break the game. In many others' opinion, so I would ask for non-legendary. Dad took me to a great party to the S.S Ann in Million City. Well, this was a kid's game, so I'm hoping there's a But yeah, and so then like no legendaries. I'd allow pseudo legendary. For example, someone can be like, "Hey, Tim, I want you to use a Feebas," and I'd be like, "Oh, okay, so that's my starter." Or because you get 3 starters, I would like randomly pick the top 3 Pokemon. So like, let's say there was multiple Pokemon voted on. I choose the top 3, and then I'd be like, okay, everyone, here's the top 3 Pokemon. Who is my starter? And then everyone's like, oh, I want it to be Feebas. I'd be like, okay, Feebas. Then for my next Pokemon, I'd be like, oh, what's next? Oh, Magikarp. So I could not progress in the game, especially if it's a Nuzlocke, if we're playing, because I get Pokemon you guys want to give me. Or you control like that. Or you can do something like, oh, I want to see you use Hitmontop. And I can be like, oh, also I'm in Hitmontop, sure. Stuff like that. And so that's just one plan I have about this. And so yeah, I think it would be a fun idea to do. I'm trying to think. Like I said, I don't want to train Magikarp on here because Magikarp is just so freaking annoying, so we're gonna go with Minky. Hi, my boyfriend is cool. No clue who your boyfriend is, but I'm glad he's cool. That's awesome. So, yeah, so example. Okay, let's say we're doing a non-Nuzlocke, and I've had my friends before. My friends give me a Magikarp, a Feebas, a Psyduck, a Ninjask, and so I had to play the game with those 6 Pokemon because that was the team decided for me to use. It wasn't easy. I was playing Pokemon Emerald and I was having trouble beating gyms, and finally I had to over level Pokemon so much that I was just like, yeah, this is impossible because I'm soft lock. There's no way to get things, so I went up to where I could go and I ended it. So there. Stuff like that, because stuff like that I feel like would be fun. And then if I were doing a Nuzlocke, if I die with a Pokemon, boom, no. Okay, you're up next. I'm off to see a Pokemon Maniac School. Let's. Ooh, so you're off to see Bill too. Why are you standing here waiting for someone to fight? Like, I feel like that's a little strange. You're like, hey, I want to go check out this dude's Pokemon, and you're just sitting around outside his house fighting a random kid who's been walking around all day. That's concerning, my friend. But to each their own. It's Pokemon, the Pokemon world. So yeah. And then I also plan on playing the spin-offs. I probably have said this before, but I'm such a fan of Pokemon. I like every aspect of Pokemon. Be it the mainline game franchise, the spin-offs, the odd like things, like that blocky Pokemon thing, Pokemon cards, Pokemon Go. I like everything about Pokemon. So you're probably gonna see, like, when we get to Emerald, you might see with Emerald, Red Rescue Team or Blue Rescue Team, whichever I decide to do it on, is kind of getting put out with that because I like that game. Then when we get to like Diamond or Platinum, because I would play the one that kind of is the intermediate between the two if I could. Hence why, if there was like, if the yellow was revamped for this instead of Let's Go, I would be playing yellow right now. And so that's why we're playing FireRed. And so, like, if Crystal was revamped with Soul Silver and Heart Gold, I'd be playing Crystal, but isn't. So then I would like, so I'll be playing Platinum, and then while we play Platinum, I might play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorer of Sky, you know? So you guys see that too, and then we get to Pokemon Black and White, and then you'll probably see me posting Conquest and stuff. And so those are just some things I want to do, because while I do love the main streamline games, I also want to share my passion for the others. Like, right now I'm playing Pokemon Conquest just by myself to kind of get into it and enjoy the game, because I love the game, and honestly, I wish Nintendo, and I don't know who made Dynasty or Samurai Warriors off the top of my head. I'd look up. I don't want to say Namco or whoever or you know them, but I wish that them and Nintendo would make another one, like a sequel, or work together to revamp it. Because I always felt it was a really clever game because they had to work in the aspects of Dynasty Warriors, which is hard because Dynasty and Samurai Warriors. So the game is based. So the game has Samurai Warrior characters and a Pokemon set, and so they had to work the whole hack and slash game in, while making it still Pokemon and adding elements that would be kid friendly because it's a Pokemon game. I had a feeling. I knew I had to battle you. So, I think they balanced it well. It's fun. It captures Dynasty Warriors in a way with taking some, or Samurai Warriors in a way, taking some bad things away because the main villain is based off of an actual warlord in Japanese history, and just so you all know, in Japanese history, he's known as the Demon King, so you can kind of already tell from the nickname given that he wasn't, a nice guy in his time. But in the game, they still make him menacing, which I really love, but they put a twist on it to where you're like, okay, so this is still a Pokemon game that's using actual Japanese warlords from history, and making them more like in a Pokemon universe, where I could be like, okay, so the guy who's known as the Demon King in the Pokemon universe, he really is like. Then again, I don't know enough about Japanese history to say that he was a misunderstood individual. All I really know is his name and his exploits. So maybe it's more the truth. Maybe like in the Pokemon game, he was a misunderstood individual trying to unite a country rather than, take it over, etc. So like that's what I love about what they did with that, and it's just a super fun game. That is going to be a long game when we get there, because they did something unique with it, but in the meantime, I hope you're all looking forward to it, because I love Conquest. Conquest is like one of the greatest spin-off games in my opinion. My friend has many cute Pokemon. I'm so jealous. I'm always curious, is she talking about Bill? Because she says my friend. And is she talking about a random character or Bill? Because Bill does have a lot of cute Pokemon. Bill likes to collect Eevees and its evolutions, and so, like, if that's not cute, I don't know what is. Like, I love Pikachu. Love him as the mascot of Pokemon. Eevee is my favorite out of the two. Hence why I have Let's Go Eevee and not Let's Go Pikachu. But yeah, and so, yeah, when we get there, that's just stuff we're gonna do with the spin-offs. And then when we get to the more games, if you guys want, I wasn't a fan of some of the later spin-offs. I like all the Rangers. I haven't played the last one, but just from like looking at footage and hearing about it, this sounds like something I like, so I can do that. I liked all the mystery dungeons up until Super. Super lost me, but we can play that too. We're obviously going to play the remastered edition of Pokemon Red, so maybe I'll do that and do like the original, so you can see how, like, okay, we're playing Blue or Red Rescue Team. So this is how it looked before they did the remake, and then you can compare it to after the remake if you've never played the original. That's what I kind of want to do with games like this. I want to play Fire Red and Leaf Green, and then show you Let's Go Eevee, so you can see the differences. It's like we'll play Black and White, and then we'll play Black, and then we'll play White too, so we can see the improvements, because it's just amazing how they do this. This cape is famous. Missy, oh yeah. So these people are just kind of talking about how this cape is used for couples. And in the next game, Misty has like a whole arc in this cape, so we'll see that. And there's Pokemon. Where's Bill? Hiya, I'm not a Pokemon. No, I'm not. Call me Bill. I'm the Pokemon Maniac. Hey, I'm not joshing you. I am, pal. So, basically, as I'm clicking too fast, Bill screwed up, was going through an experiment, and his consciousness got sent into the Clefairy. So, we go to his computer, we activate it, and we'll get Bill, who is known as the Pokemon Maniac. Even though there's many Pokemon Maniacs in this world. So now we'll go talk to the gentleman. Yeah, thanks, bud. I owe you one. So did you come to see my collection? You didn't? Bummer. I gotta thank you. Oh, here, maybe this will do. And so we get the S.S Ann ticket. The cruise ship S.S Ann is in Vermilion City. I hear a lot of trainers are there. They invited me to the party, but I don't want to go. Why don't you go instead of me? Go on and have a great time. Will do, Bill. So yeah, S.S Ann has a really cool tie-in when we get to Soul Silver. Because as I said, in Soul Silver, we're going to do the main story and all the post stuff. That is kind of true for every game, unless, like, I don't quite know the post stuff. I might have to look it up. So, like, example, in Soul Silver, we're going to be beating this, all the gym leaders in Johto, and then we're going to come back to Kanto and beat all the gym leaders in Kanto, and then we're going to go battle Red on top of Mount Silver. And so, we're going to do that. And then Emerald, right? I'm going to go all the way through it. We're going to catch all the legendary Pokemon that we can in the vanilla game. And then I might do some Battle Frontier stuff. Same with Platinum. You know, catch as much Pokemon as I can, go do some Battle Frontier stuff. People were robbed here. It's obvious that Team Rocket is a crime. Even our police department is no match for... How is the police no match for Team Rocket? The Officer Jenny from the anime would beg to differ, and so he's just talking about his TM dig. And then outside we see, hey, stay out of it. Ooh, I'm an innocent bystander, don't you believe me? So yeah, so basically he's like, hey, I am not the crook. Hey, no, I'm not. I'm an innocent bystander. We go, no, you're the crook. He goes, oh, well, I'm gonna fight you, which makes you more guilty. You know, that's what we love about Team Rocket. But yeah, like, Officer Jenny in the anime would have something to say to you, pal. Shot. No. Okay, good. Good. Use Leer. I will take that defense drop. As long as you don't one-shot me in another way. Yes. Okay. Great. Happy. You're gone, Machop. Okay, we have one more. Drowsy. We're switching. We had Gyarados and he agrees. Let's do Rattata, because the Hyper Fang will kick butt. Because I don't remember the exact thing, but I think Hyper Fang always does half. It's either Hyper Fang does that or Super Fang. And we're going to be using Rattata, because I've never used them before, but everyone says Rattata is cool. So. And I'm sure at one point, towards the end of the game, I'm going to drop him because, there's other Pokemon that I'd much rather use. But for now, we're going to go with Rattata. And he woke up the boy. Thank you, man. And he defeats the Drowsy. Okay, level 17. We're making our way. And then, yeah, stop. I give up. You're relentless. So yeah, we beat you, you give us TM Dig. Okay, I'll return the TM I stole. Thank you! I better get moving. Bye. Well, bye, friend, because we don't quite... Oh, sorry. My freaking... the button I'm using for this is not working, so it's going to take a minute. But yeah, we're going to end the game here. I know this was a short video, but next time we'll be battling Misty, and then... yeah, we'll be on our way. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please drop a like and subscribe if you did. Have a great morning, evening, or wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.